Welcome to Year Around the Peninsula. I'm Army Sergeant Ryan Sharp. Sergeant Major of the Army Daniel Daly spent time visiting several bases in Korea. Sergeant Anthony Alcantar shows us his visit to Camp Casey.
If you just tuned in, this is 15...
Sergeant Major of the Army Daniel Daly reaches out to United States Forces Korea during a peninsula-wide call-in show. Sergeant Major of the Army had this to say about his time spent in Korea as a young staff sergeant.
I got to finally take a pass one time, and I went down to Seoul, and believe it or not, I'm a big history fan, so I went and saw the War Museum. And I'll tell you, I wasn't upset the fact that I only got one pass, because I spent a lot of the year really honing my skills on physical fitness. And one thing that helped me carry me throughout my career was the ability to always max my PT test.
Sergeant Major of the Army also talks one-on-one with soldiers while visiting the Sharp 360 facility and a town hall meeting. Army Sergeant Anthony Alcantar, Camp Casey, Korea.
Sergeant Major of the Army Daniel Daly will use the information gathered to give the Secretary of the Army and Chief of Staff of the Army better insight on the worries and readiness of the United States Forces Korea. Serving overseas can be challenging, but it can also be a lot of fun. Army Sergeant A.J. Bate shows us one way service members and families build friendships and even stay fit.
From push-ups to sit-ups, running to rucking, the Army has always found ways to keep its members physically fit. The 5K Color Run is another opportunity for soldiers and families to stay fit and build camaraderie. Fitness Program Specialist Kendra Pena-Colazo tells us about the Color Run.
The Color Run is a great event at Camp Humphreys. We have a wonderful opportunity to bring the community out to try something a little different. You get the opportunity to bring your unit out, or families can come out, or individuals can come out and just have a good time.
Kendra also enjoys the Color Run because it provides an alternative to staying home on the weekend. Sergeant Dean Kong Garrett from 304th Expeditionary Signal Battalion tells us why he enjoys the Color Run.
What made the Color Run so special was seeing the little kids' faces light up when they were able to throw the chalk around, and also the camaraderie that it brought with everyone when we got to run.
These types of events are really important for the community because they allow people to get out, meet other people, and even try things they've never tried before. From U.S. Army Garrison Humphreys, Korea, I'm Army Sergeant A.J. Bate.
FMWR programs offer soldiers and families opportunities to enrich their lives by helping them to relieve stress and be physically, mentally, and emotionally fit. There's a lot of beauty for foreigners to explore in the land of morning calm. Katusa Sergeant Kim Tae-hoon shares centuries of beauty in Korea.
Hoon Min Jong-um, the right sound to educate people, is the original name of Hangul created by King Sejong in 1443. Today, Hangul is highly recognized in the field of digital technology as a script that well suits the digital era.
The National Hangul Museum opened in October 9, 2014 to preserve, expand, and create values of Hangul. We provide educational programs which are carried out based on the collections of the museum.
The museum offers English tours every Wednesday at 1 p.m. They also provide private tours for those who cannot make it during regular times.
The museum is always open for foreigners to visit and learn about the types, combination rule, and pronunciation of consonants and vowels of Hangul. We provide the opportunity to experience Korean culture through Hangul.
They also have children's section, so it's educational for all ages. Katusa Sergeant Kim Tae-hoon, Seoul, Korea.
The National Hangul Museum is located near Icheon Station in Seoul. A team only grows stronger as each of its team members becomes stronger. Army Sergeant Mark Breha brings us to Pohang, where Marines and sailors team up to make one united front.
Although the U.S. Marine Corps shares many things in common with other military branches, its closest relationship is with its sister branch, the U.S. Navy. Through Naval Integration, they form one more capable team.
Naval integration is simply that which the U.S. Navy and U.S. Marine Corps have been doing since 1775. It's not easy to operate at sea, and it takes quite a bit of practice for us to achieve our highest levels of capability across the range of military operations.
The partnership displayed their joint effort not only with each other, but with foreign militaries in South Korea during Sangyang 16. Both U.S. Marines and sailors partnered together along with their Republic of Korea counterparts to support amphibious assaults along the Pohang coast.
We've got to be able to work together so that if we have to fight tonight, we're ready tonight.
The Navy-Marine Corps partnership can be seen throughout the ranks of both branches.
Marines are good at what they do. They're good at their job. They know what they're doing, pretty clear and concise. They're very easy to work with. They help us out with whatever we need.
Like hanging out with those guys when I see them on ship and it's the same face. It's always good to see the same guys and get to talk to them because we already have that working relationship.
Army Sergeant Mark Breha, Pohang, Korea.
Marines from units like the 31st Marine Expeditionary Unit regularly join the Navy to operate across land, sea, and air. Training can happen anytime, anywhere, any place. Army Sergeant Jackie McKnight walks with a patrol exercise on Camp Walker that proves you can find a way to get training done.
The checkpoints as you're going through.
Train as you fight. It's part of the Army training model, although you might not have the best conditions to do so all the times. Soldiers from the 36th Signal Battalion organize a multi-echelon training through the Camp Walker grounds.
Okay, so the training today, what that focused on was preparing the soldiers for if we did have to take over for base defense, so that if an action were to actually happen, something were to kick off and we had to increase our posture to take over base defense, that they would be prepared for that action.
The patrol uses all of Camp Walker as their training area. They encounter obstacles to see how they work as a team.
We all came together, they were training together, working in small squads together, integrating together, and it went very, very well, especially for individuals that had never worked with each other before.
The soldiers patrol the streets for several hours, keeping their eyes open for any signs of trouble. They rotate squads throughout the day to make sure everyone gets a piece of training. Army Sergeant Jackie McKnight, Camp Walker, Korea.
Lightning Main, good copy, over.
The soldiers participating in the training are a combination of 5 different Area 4 units. Teamwork was on display just a few hours north of Kunsan Air Base. Join Air Force Master Sergeant Trevor Pedro as he shows us how Wolfpack airmen are honing those skills in an unfamiliar environment.
More than 30 airmen made a 3-hour trek out of their comfort zone and into a unique training environment known as Buddy Wing.
This training gives us just more perspective and lets us know that there are more people out there that are fighting and training just like we are, and that we aren't doing it alone from Kunsan. It's a much bigger picture. There are Air Force bases all over the peninsula, and so knowing that these people are mirroring what we're doing elsewhere definitely lets me know that it's not just us in the fight in the end.
This Buddy Wing will give a good chance to make the edge of the sword, for example, more sharp. So I think those ROC and US pilots doing their best to their sword more sharp.
ROC-F and 80th Fighter Squadron airmen are sharpening that sword at a blistering pace, including long days and many sorties. It's a process that can be draining, but for these JUVACs, it's a rewarding opportunity.
It's a miraculous experience. I'll take everything I can from it, and I think that it's going to improve our relationship, and in the future, when I leave Korea, hopefully the next guys that come, they love it just as much as I do.
Kunsan maintainers and pilots participate in multiple Buddy Wings at various bases every year. Master Sergeant Trevor Pedro, Jungwon Air Base, Korea.
Buddy Wing is one of many exercises every year in which the U.S. military forces team up with the Republic of Korea forces to improve their skills. That was your Around the Peninsula for this week. To see these stories and others, go to the AFN Pacific website or view them through the AFN Pacific app. From all of us at AFN, enjoy your evening.
With tax season in full swing, right now would be the perfect time to make an appointment with the Yongsan Tax Center. The June 18th deadline is coming up soon, so don't miss out on the opportunity to get your taxes done for free from one of their many certified tax preparers. As long as you're a service member, DoD civilian, retiree, or dependent, just give us a call or come up to the Moyer Community Activity Center. Don't forget to bring your DoD ID along with your W-2 and any essential tax documents, and make your appointment today.